You are listening to The Bad Boy Radio Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. This is that real shit, not that fake shit. The only radio show that's not afraid to tell you the truth about the game. This is The Bad Boy Radio Show. Remember, the truth is inside.
If the dating advice is not about improving yourself, it's not going to work. You got to understand that. So the thing is that if you have a situation where you're trying to get advice when it comes to you getting girls, when it comes to you interacting with chicks and getting shit popping with women, and the advice doesn't tell you to, look within yourself, right? If the advice doesn't tell you to actually look within yourself to search what is going on inside you, it's not going to work. Mm-hmm. That's really all we're saying. So it's like, if you're getting dating advice that's telling you anything else as far as you got to get this thing, you got to get that thing, you got to get the things outside of you, that's the thing that's going to not work. If it's talking about working on yourself, that's the advice is going to work. If it's talking about acquiring things outside of yourself, that's not going to work. You see what I mean? So that's like the main thing. And so this is why you have even a lot of, like, let's say when you hear, like guys giving advice to women, like you have these simp ass dudes giving advice to women, and they're always telling the woman, girl, it's not your fault. It's just the guy. It's like, he's just intimidated by you. You're perfect. You don't have to do anything. You feel what I'm saying? That advice never works for them. You see what I'm saying? Because what it's ignoring, it's ignoring the work that they have to do on themselves in order to be the type of woman that a guy would want. You see what I'm saying? So the same thing happens for you. If you're talking about, getting shit popping with women, if you're hearing advice that's not telling you to work on yourself, then it's not going to work, because you have to work on yourself to become that dude who's that attractive guy that women are going to want, that women are going to want to stick with, that women are going to want to really make something happen with. But you hear a lot of advice that says, oh, you got to have a lot of money. You got to make sure your status is here. You got to make sure that, you're the best looking guy, all this other shit. You see what I'm saying? So that whole looks, money, status type of stuff, that advice doesn't work. You understand what I'm saying? That advice only works in conjunction with you working on yourself first. You see what I'm saying? So the foundation has to be you. Everything else after that is bonus, is something you can use as a tool. You see what I'm saying? It's like this. It's like, let's say, when they say, guns don't kill people, people kill people. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Right. It's not the gun actually killing the person. The gun is just a tool. The person has to pull the trigger. You see what I'm saying? So it's still up to that person in their mind to be able to make the decision to pull that trigger in order for the gun to work. You see what I'm saying? Right. It's not just the gun that's killing the person. It's the person behind the gun making the gun work to kill the person. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing where, yeah, you could have money, but who's the person behind the money? You could have status, but who's the person behind the status? You could have looks, but who's the person behind the looks? You see what I'm saying? And so that's the thing that you guys have to understand, is that if you are not working on the person behind all those things, then it doesn't fucking matter. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because you could be a guy with a whole bunch of money and all this other stuff. You don't know what to do, what to say. You don't know how you feel about yourself. You're insecure. You don't love yourself. You think you ain't shit. You think you're a loser. And so all of these things are going to make it hard for you to actually connect with a woman and to get a woman to want to fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? So,
That shit is real, son. That shit is fucking real.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
That shit is real, man.
It's real shit. And also,
like, yeah, also?
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to talk about how, like, cause a lot of these cats, they say that they want, they want pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I mean, it's understandable. If you're a young man, I would be looking at you funny if you didn't say you want pussy.
Right.
So, and I understand that, but again, pussy is external. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Pussy is something that's pussy is an object. And what I use the analogy like this, like, because I remember when I was coming up, all I ever said was I wanted money.
Right,
You
right.
understand? I never understood anything else but the fact that, everything is money. You need money to live. You need money to pay bills. You need money to do this. You need money to do that.
Right,
so the only
right.
thing I would ever tell myself is, I want money.
Mhm.
And so when people would ask me, what do you want to do when you grow up? I just thought of a profession that paid a high salary. You understand what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
I never actually thought about who I was as a person and said, let me do that thing to get money or whatever. I just said I want to get money. So what ended up happening to me was I said that I wanted to become an electrical engineer.
Right.
Electrical or computer engineer. I wanted to build computers and build circuits and all this shit. Now, I ain't interested in none of that shit, dog. None of it. You understand? But
Right.
I knew that if you did that shit, you could get paid mad money. So that's the only thing I was thinking about. The only fucking thing I was thinking about. And then what happened was I kind of, it's crazy because I wasted a lot of years of my life, B, because when I actually got into because I ended up getting into the engineering field, right?
Right, right.
But, and I made money. B. I got into the engineering field and I made money. Don't get it twisted. Like, I was paying bills. I was taking bitches on $300 dinner dates and shit. Like, and that's another thing. Because I wasn't in touch with who I was also simping. You
Right,
understand what I'm
right.
saying? I was simping heavy because I thought that's what you needed to do. You needed to get money and then spend it on bitches so they'll like you and fuck.
Right,
You know what I'm
right, right.
But none of that shit was real shit, B. None of that shit was real shit. None of it had anything to do with who I was as a person. You understand? So it kind of it wasn't what I wanted. It ended up being not what I wanted, even though I was getting money. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Now, not until I fucking realized that, yo, I'm always taking pictures. This is what I love to fucking do, and it's something that I always fucking do. Why don't I just do that shit?
Right, right.
Here's the thing with money. If you're just trying to get money, it still makes sense for you to do what you like to do. You know why? Because doing what you like to do, you get to control how much money you actually make. You understand? Because you love to do it. When you just go get a job doing some shit because you just want to make money, the salary at that job could be high, and that's good. You understand? However, the salary is dictated by someone else. It's dictated by the guy who owns the business. You understand?
Right, right.
When you find something that you love to do, yo, the crazy part is that since you love to do it, you can do that shit for as many people as you would like. You understand? And the more people you do it for, the more money and resources you can make. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So in essence, you actually control how much money you're making. You see what I'm saying?
Real
so
talk.
When you just go get a job for a paycheck, or just because you want to get money, it's not the same. It's really not the same. Like even if we ain't even talking about a job, even if you a nigga that hustle, even if you a nigga that hustle, if it's not really a part of you to hustle, if you're not really a hustler like that, you won't make as much money as you think you can make. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're not willing to fucking be up late at night doing what you got to do to get that hustle money.
Right.
Because you don't love it. You don't love it. You understand what I'm saying? So back to the pussy now. It's like, yeah, niggas want pussy, but they don't love what it takes to get the pussy. You understand?
Facts. Facts.
That's what you got. That's what you really gotta love if you want to get something. You understand? Like me, I love taking pictures. You understand? I love taking pictures. So I'm willing to fucking, do what I gotta do to find the model, do what I gotta do to get the fucking venue, or go to the place, even if it's hot, even if it's raining, even if it's fucked up. I'm still out there taking my pictures because that's what I love, and I get my pictures regardless. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm willing to make those sacrifices. And when I look back at what I've done, I love it. You understand? Because all of the sacrifices that I made equals this beautiful picture that's in front of me right now. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And
exactly.
I'm willing to do that shit 24/7 from now to the day I die, so I can control how many magazines I try to holler at, how many models I holler at, how many projects I do, how much shit is going on. I get to control that. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody could tell me, oh, you could only take this amount of pictures. You understand?
Right, right.
So that's the thing with pussy. If you say, okay, I'm gonna get money so I can get pussy, you can only get as much pussy as the money allows you to get.
Facts.
Then, if you a nigga that says, I need a fast car or I need a nice car to get pussy, you could only get as much pussy as that car allows you to get. Right? But if you say, I don't just want pussy, I want to understand the game around pussy. You understand? I want to understand everything that goes into, the acquisition of pussy. I want to understand how to become a more interesting, attractive, better version of myself as a man. I want to understand how women think, because women respond to certain things, even though they talk a lot of shit, but they respond to different shit. You understand?
Right.
So I want to learn all of the I want to learn all the complexities of that, and I want to make it work for me. When you understand those things, then the amount of pussy that you get is immeasurable. You can get as much pussy as you ever fucking wanted.
Exactly. Exactly.
Let's go to the popular one. I wanna lie to get pussy, right? Again, you can only get as much pussy as the lie can allow you to get. You understand? Now, again, I'm not saying you can't use these things, like you said, you use these things as tools to get what you want. But the fact of the matter is, just like the job, there's a limitation, son. Because you basically live in paycheck to paycheck, and then on top of that, you get taxed. You understand?
Right.
Get taxed. So just like the lie, you can only get a certain amount of pussy from the lie, and you get taxed. Why? Because you have to keep up the fucking lie.
Exactly.
With the car, you're getting taxed because you have to keep gas in the car. You gotta wash the car. You gotta wax the car.
Right.
You gotta take care of that shit. That shit is taxed. That shit, you don't have a car and it stays looking pretty and driving good all the time. You have to fucking maintain that shit. You understand?
Real
shit. Understand? Like, all of it works together. With the lie, you gotta maintain the lie. With the car, you gotta maintain the car. With the money, you gotta maintain the money. You understand? But when you a nigga that understand the game and you're actually dealing with dating advice and shit that works, like what we talking about, you get to control how much pussy you get. You understand?
Exactly.
And
exactly.
It's important for you to get in touch with who you are, because you got to remember, there's a difference between...
Now, if you want to hear the full episode of this Bad Boy Show, make sure you click the link below and join the Patreon, because all of the new Bad Boy shows are going to be on Patreon, all right? So make sure you click that link below, join the Patreon so you will never miss a Bad Boy Show episode.